Hi, second grade. Mrs. Houts here, and welcome to Religion. Today is Tuesday, October 27th, 2020. The past couple religion classes, we have been talking about God's laws. What are God's laws called? That's right, the 10 Commandments. So these are laws that God gave to Moses, and then Jesus taught to his followers. So these laws are important. Why are they important? They help us to be good people. The laws tell us what we should and shouldn't do in order to live good and holy lives. And remember, when we reflect and when we think about our actions, we are examining our conscience. We're thinking about what we've done and if we've sinned, if we've made good choices. So the 10 Commandments help us to think about these actions. And yesterday you started what looks like this, a 10 Commandments cell phone. So on this cell phone, you have the 10 Commandments. Sometimes the words are a little different than what we saw like in our book. Let's go through and read each one of these just to remind us of the commandments. So number 1, you shall have no other gods before me. So that's saying God is our only God. We won't have any others. Number 2, you shall not take God's name in vain. So we shouldn't say God's name in a bad way. Number 3, keep holy the Lord's day. So go to church. Number 4, honor and obey your parents. Be respectful. Number 5, you shall not kill or hurt others. So all of God's creations. Number 6, respect married life. So as children, we respect the adults that have made the promise to be married to one another. Number 7, you shall not steal. So we don't take things that don't belong to us. Number 8, you shall not lie. We should always tell the truth. Number 9, you shall not be jealous of other people. We should be thankful that we are ourselves. God made each and every one of us. And number 10, you shall not be jealous of other people's things. So we should be thankful for what we have. So this phone is just a handy dandy paper that you can keep in a safe place after you color and decorate, cut and glue all of it, to remind you of these commandments, to help you to reflect, to think about them. Now we're going to continue talking about rules and choices. This book you guys don't actually have, so you can follow along on the screen. So why rules? All families have good rules. Good rules help us live as God wants us to live. Just like the commandments help us to live as He wants us to live. Maybe your family has rules about meal times and homework. Maybe your family has rules for watching TV and using the computer. Following good family rules can keep you safe and help you to be happy. Following good rules helps us live as Jesus taught us to live. Jesus taught the most important rule. He said, love God with your whole heart and love others as you love yourself. Love God with your whole heart and love others as you love yourself. Do your best. I try hard to obey good family rules. Sometimes I forget to follow the rules. Sometimes I do not stop and think about what might happen next. When I break a rule, I can say, I am sorry to God. I can also say, I am sorry to anyone I hurt. I can then say to myself, I can do better. I can do my best to obey good rules. So you can talk to God at any time and apologize to God at any time. But what's the sacrament that we talk to a priest and have a conversation about what we're sorry for? And that priest talks to God too. What's that sacrament called? Reconciliation. Also called penance. And in the sacrament of reconciliation, the priest helps us to see that we can do better. The priest will give you a penance, something to do to make better choices. So this little activity you're going to do actually on Seesaw after. It's for you to think about the actions on this side and think about how often you do these actions. Never, sometimes, or always. This is after the video. Let's keep reading. I obey God's rules. Remind me, what are God's rules called? The 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments are God's rules. They keep my family and me happy and safe. They keep us happy and safe. They keep everyone happy and safe. So, take a moment to look at some of God's rules right here. These are a few of the commandments. Just might be in a little different words. Love God. Honor and respect your parents. Keep Sunday a holy day. Don't hurt anybody. Tell the truth. Don't tell lies. Don't take things that aren't yours. Those should hopefully sound familiar. We read these yesterday, last week, earlier in this video, and you also have them on your phone. Choose one of God's rules, one of God's commandments. On Seesaw, use the creative tools to tell how you can obey that rule. So you can actually write it right on Seesaw, you can type it, record yourself saying it, record a video of yourself saying it, but choose one of God's rules and think about how you can obey it, how you can follow it. Remember, just like your parents' rules help you to make good choices and be happy and safe, so do God's rules. Thank you, second grade.